Okay, I'm live. And I'm not at the right place because for some reason I could not for the life of me figure out how to go live with that last or with my scheduled video. So, um let's see if people will join me over here, I wonder. Uh, can you all see the chat feature here? See if people can see me over here. Okay, we've got one person live. I'm trying to get folks from the other stream who are waiting for class to come over here. This is a disaster. If you are here and watching, feel free to let me know you're here because I'm feeling a little confused at the moment. This is really frustrating. Hey, Patrick. Let's see if I can share this. All right. I will just wait for a couple more people to show up and then we'll go ahead with class as usual today, I think. Oh, this is so frustrating. Let's see. Okay. Oh, hey, Irish Harp is here. Phew. Okay, we've got 5 people. All right. I think that feels like enough to go. Thanks. I don't know what went wrong. I went over to that other link and it basically just said that I need to connect to streaming software in order to go live, which was not the case yesterday and which isn't the case for this video. It wouldn't let me click on go live at that video though. So I'll troubleshoot for tomorrow. Shoot, we lost some of our viewers from the other stream, but well, we will work with what we've got today. Learning as we go in this new COVID world. Okay, I'm just gonna check the chat. Oh, we still have 13 people waiting over there. Bummer. I wish they would look at their chats. I wonder, do you know what? I'm just gonna really quickly post on Facebook that we have an alternative link today, just in case I can catch anybody. Let's see. This link's not working. Thanks for your patience, guys. I'm going to make a post. Just a second. Okay. There we go with my silly screenshot that I took. And I'm just going to share it on one of the pages just to make sure that we catch people if possible. All right, we still have 5 people in this one and we have 11 people waiting in the other one now. Okay, I'm going to do everything I can to help people figure this out. Or help people show up, and then we're gonna go with what we've got. I'm gonna share it to Flatfoot jig dancing. I'm gonna say, if you're waiting for the class to begin, I had a snafu and am now at this link. Sorry. Okay. You're going to see posting in action as it happens. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad you're here. We'll work with what we've got. So this video will, of course, be up afterwards for people to work with as well. So I'm recording it on my phone too. I'm working on getting better sound quality for this because I know it's not the best. So these kinds of things, sometimes you have to figure it out as you go. Okay. Hi. Welcome, everybody. Oh, 6 people now. All right. Whoever has shown up, thanks for making it, and thanks for finding us. So I want to start today with a bit of a full body warm up, and I have to find music that that we can use without copyright. And Colin Farrell, the wonderful, not the actor, but the wonderful Irish fiddler, has been doing a wonderful project for like the last 100 and some days. He's been writing new tunes and posting them and playing them and sharing a tune a day, a brand new tune a day, and they are beautiful. And he's an incredible fiddle player. And I'm loving a lot of this music he's creating, and he said we can use them for this class. So that's what we're going to do today. So I want to invite you to do a little bit of a warm up. Here's what we're watching. We're on Colin Farrell's YouTube page right now, and this is so nice. Okay. So our warm up, we're going to start with the upper body. And we're just because a lot of us are on screens a lot today, we're just gonna do a little neck exercise. So we're gonna bring our neck out in front of us, and then our neck and back. And we're gonna go front, 2, 3, 4, and back. 2, 3, 4, and front, 2, 3, 4, and back. 2, 3, 4. And that just gives us a chance to kind of offset this kind of reaching towards our screens we're doing. And then we're going to go around 2, 3, 4, around 2, 3, 4, just to the front, around 2, 3, 4, around and up. And then shoulders, we're going to go forward 2, 3, 4, and back 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to do a forward roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to take our hands on our shoulders, and we're going to bring our elbows back, and we're going to reach back and give ourselves a little bit of a front body stretch. This warm-up section, I want it to be an opportunity for us to warm up our joints and then also work on some technical skills. So, and then we'll do the opposite. We'll go back 2, 3, 4, forward 2, 3, 4, around 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to bring our arms back, up and around, and I want you to curve your back and just hang 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to straighten our knees and bend them, and straighten them and bend them and straighten them. And then we're going to put our hands on our legs, and we're going to flatten our back. You can see me. And then we're going to bring our arms out to our side and just lengthen and rising up. Okay, so we'll do this to this lovely jig from Colin Farrell. There we go. So starting with our so forward. 4, 2, 3, back. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, back. 2. One ear to the shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, around 2, 3, 4, around 2, 3, 4, around 2. Now shoulders forward, 3, 4, and back. 2. Now roll for 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now hands on your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now shoulders back. Here we go. Back. 2, 3, 4. Forward. 2, 3, 4. Round. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring your arms back. 3, 4, 5, and dangle. And just let your whole body hang. Round and back, and straighten your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, and bend. 2, 3, 4. Straight. 2, 3, 4, and bend. 2, 3. Now your knees, hands on your legs, straighten your back, reaching your head out, and reach 2, 3, 4, and bend 2, 3, 4. Straighten your back, and curve your back. And straight, and curve. Now rolling up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, great. Now I want to take a moment to just get into our whole body. So standing, you'll notice I started with my shoes off. Feel free to take your shoes off right now. It's nice to have your feet flat on the floor for this, but you can also try it in your shoes because it doesn't hurt. So I want you to just take a moment and kind of just find wherever there's tension in your body. Give yourself a little wiggle, let it go. And now we're going to move into our toes a little bit and into our heels a little bit. And starting to build just some body awareness so that we can be more conscious of what's happening in our feet as we're using them. And so now we're in our toes, really feeling your weight moving into your toes. And then really feeling your weight moving into your heels. And now find your weight on both feet. And we're going to do a quick body scan. And the goal here is going to be to let go of all tension in our body. And this has to do with improvisation, believe it or not. We're going to let go of all tension in our body to the point that we actually start to sway. And our body starts to find kind of its natural equilibrium. Oh, right, we've got 11 people here. I'm glad you found us. Thanks for bearing with me today. So feet are just below the hips. So we're warming our whole body up, and we're also doing a little bit of a conceptual exercise here and letting go of the tension. So I'm going to give you some guidelines as we breathe in and out just to release parts of your body. And the goal will be to just relax completely, to the point where we aren't going to fall over, but we have so little muscle tension or holding in our body that our body starts to sway naturally. So you could close your eyes. And with every in-breath, I want you to bring your attention to a place. And with every out-breath, I want you to try to imagine that whatever tension is in that part of your body, it kind of melts like honey down through your body, through your feet, and into the ground and away from you. You could also visualize a vacuum sucking it out if that feels helpful. So we're going to start at the top of our head. And whatever tension is in your scalp, in your eyebrows, you can breathe into that space. And as you breathe out, releasing into your jaw, into your shoulders. Feeling your body kind of shifting as you release parts into your elbows, and wrists and hands. And letting yourself to feel like you might be swaying a little bit. Let's go into our hips. And maybe bend your knees ever so slightly and let your hips kind of come underneath you a little bit, tilt forward. Releasing your hips, releasing your belly, letting it just go totally loose. Now the tricky part, because our legs are holding us up, releasing your thighs as much as you possibly can. Your knees, remembering to imagine a vacuum sucking the tension through your feet, or honey dripping down, the tension dripping away like honey. Into your calves. While we're standing, while we're using our muscles, can we release them as much as possible? And then your ankles. Now just take a little moment to check in with your upper body. Is there anywhere that you can relax anymore? And if you are fully relaxed, you might start to feel like your body is swaying. And I want you to just close your eyes and be with this for a moment and see if you can find that sway. If you can't, be with it anyways. And just know that each day as you practice this, you will start to gradually find it. All right, we're going to practice that just quickly every day at the beginning of class. And what we're working towards is something really special. It's something you'll do with another person. So if you have somebody, an adult, it's a fun thing to do with kids that you're quarantining with, or if you're looking forward to connecting to another human outside of this when this is all said and done. I know I am. I haven't had human contact in a while. What you end up doing is actually standing shoulder to shoulder with another person who's doing the exact same thing. And when both bodies are completely relaxed, and swaying in their own equilibrium, but touching, you start to get this really cool connection that happens between the two bodies, where this person is swaying it there, but it's totally relaxed and random, and this body is doing the same. And when they meet, they start to kind of guide each other. So you suddenly start to feel your own equilibrium moving naturally, and you're being guided by another person's. And it's this symbiote, it's this natural, fully connected relationship with another person. And I thought of that this morning because I've been thinking a lot about this, working with people via the screen, and how it's so incredibly hard to be spot on with your rhythm when you're recording to another person that's already recorded the track, because they're not listening to you. And that when we're dancing together and playing together in real life, we get this kind of thing that happens. So I also wanted our bodies to have a chance to really kind of get into our bodies a little bit more. So we'll keep playing with that. But I want to stay with my bare feet. You can have your shoes on if you want. And I want to do an exercise where we now get into our feet a little bit. So we're going to go lifting our foot. Oh, sorry, we'll start with right foot. Right, 2, 3, 4. And I want you to lean into that and down. 2, 3, 4, and lean, 2, 3, 4, and shared weight. So this is going to be warming up our joints and also starting to practice some movement patterns and weight shift patterns. Warm-ups are an opportunity for us to keep our bodies healthy and also build habits that allow us to improvise better, to have better rhythm, and to move more effectively or more better. So leaning into your toes and then back to our weight. Up, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4. Now we're gonna go up, 2, 3, 4, and lift, 2, 3, 4. So now our weight is changing, leaning in, and then we're back on our back foot. Down, 2, 3, 4, and back, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna go through our toe lift, and down, and lift, and down another side. Up, 2, 3, 4, lean, 2, 3, 4, both, 2, 3, 4. Lean, both, and then we're going to go lean and lift, lean and lift, lean 2, 3, 4, lift 2, 3, 4, down 2, 3, 4, up 2, 3, 4, lift 2, 3, 4, down 2, 3, 4, and then lift and lift, okay? And then we're going to do it to the front. So we're gonna lean into our body and back, and lean and back, and we're gonna lean 2, 3, 4, up 2, 3, 4, down 2, 3, 4, up 2. That's how the way we'll do it. And then we're gonna go knee down all the way and lift and up and lift. And then we're gonna go out to the side. So we're gonna actually, we'll turn our feet out. So this is an opportunity to practice knees being over our toes. And we're gonna go lean and down and lean and down and lean 2, 3, 4, up. So now we're really focusing on balancing and lean in our toe, 2, 3, 4, up 2, 3, 4. And now we're gonna go all the way through a little bit faster from heel to toe to up. And then we're gonna go in back, and we'll go back to parallel. So we're gonna go lean 2, 3, 4. What was it? Yeah, so we'll go step back 2, 3, 4, step together 2, 3, 4. Step back 2, 3, 4, step together 2, 3, 4. And then lean 2 and up 2 and lean 2 and up 2. Down on your knees, bend your knee, down on your heel, bend your knees a little bit, and up and down and up. And then we'll go the other side, forward in parallel, side turned out, back in parallel. Okay, let's try this to Colin's jig again.
Hello, I'm going to try a jig in F. I'm going to call this the Little Manatee.
So just starting with just our feet next to each other. Lean 2, 3, 4, back 2, 3. Lean 2, 3, 4, back 2, 3, 4. Lean 2, up 2, lean 2, up 2, lean 2, up 2, lean 2. Now full heel down. 1 and and up, down, and other side. Lean, 2, 3, 4. Both weight, leaning in, and wait. Now we're gonna lift. Lean, 2, up, lean, 2, up, 2, lean, 2, up, 2, lean, 2. Now heel down, lean, up, heel down, and lift, heel down, and lift, heel down. All right, now forward, going lean, 2, 3, 4, together, 2, 3, 4. Lean, 2, 3, 4, lift it, 2, 3, 4. Now lean, 2, up, and lean, and up, and lean, up, lean. Now heels down, heel, and up, and heel, and up. Bending the front leg, back leg straight, and up, and now turn out. Lean, 2, 3, 4, and together, 2, 3, and lean, 2, 3, 4, together, 2. Now lean and up, lean, and up, on your toe, and up, your toe, and up, on your toe. Now heel down, heel, and up, keeping this back leg straight, and up, and trying to keep your knee over your toes, and back, parallel. Lean, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4, and lean, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4, and lean. What are we doing? Ah! Oh, sorry, I got confused. Now let's go into heel, 2, 3, 4, front leg is straight, back leg's bent, and up, 2, 3, 4, and bend, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4. Okay, other side. Here we go. Just in place. 1, 2, 3, 4, together. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, together. 2, 3, 4. Lean and up. Lean and up. Lean and up. Lean and up. Now heel, heel, and up. Bend, straighten, up. Bend, straight, up. Bend, now forward. Lean, 2, 3, 4. Weights in both feet. Lean into your front foot, 3, 4. Weights in both feet. Here we go. And lean and straight. Lean and straight. Lean and straight. Lean. Same thing with your heel down and lean. And through your toe and lean. And through your toe. Lean. Through your toe. Lean. Now turning out. Lean. 2, 3, 4. And back. 2, 3, 4. Knee over your toe. And back. Here we go. Now leaning and straight. Lean and up. Lean and up. Lean and up. Lean and up. Now heel down. Heel. Up. Knee over your toe. Up. Keep your body upright. Up. Lean. And going back parallel. 1, 2, 3, 4. And together. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Together. 2, 3, 4. Now lean and toe. And lean and toe. And lean and up. And lean. Now heel goes down, bend that back leg, keep your front leg straight. I'm turning out a little bit, that's okay. And up, and knee, and up, and knee, and up, and knee, and up. Good, okay. If you don't have your shoes on, and if you have shoes to put on, go ahead and do that. And I am so happy to see that we have so many people who have found their way here. Thanks for that. I'm gonna figure out how to fix this tomorrow and make sure that link works. If you're not on the mailing list, Step Collective mailing list, I'm going to troubleshoot that today, and I'll send out a mailing to everybody just to let you know if we are indeed at that link tomorrow or if I need to fix this. Okay. All right, so we're a little behind today. I don't want to go for too long, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Leap, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leap, 2, 3, 4. Step, 2, 3, 4. Leap, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so when we're doing steps, we're in our heels. For this exercise, when we're doing leaps for this exercise, we're up on our toes a little bit. And you can choose to really leap if you want, or just to kind of stay close to the ground. And then 2, 2. And then if you'll remember, we're doing 1, 1, 1, 1. So we'll start on our right foot. So our 1 will be step, leap, down, up, and we'll finish early so then we can start the same thing on our left foot. Let's see here. Let's try this.
Hello, day 116.
Day 116.
By Stephen Markham on the keys, John Joe Kelly on the bar run.
Kieran Munley on the whistle, and Sean O'Mara on the guitar. This is the tune in 7/8 called The Keystone.
7/8. We don't want 7/8. That's silly. I was just trying to find a long one.
Oh, day 100.
This is a reel. Here we go.
I'm going to try a reel on the fiddle. Oh, day 100.
Okay.
I'll call this tune.
Really feeling your full foot on the floor, and here's your toe. And other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and left, right, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Feeling your whole body moving, remember? 2, 1, 2, and down. Up, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Okay, now we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. We'll do step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch with our heels. And I'm gonna cut our exercises short a little bit today because we started late. So we're gonna go 8 of these steps, 8 step touches. And I want you to notice how your body changes. So stepping is not just this, but we're using our full body to really feel the music. So 8, 8, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2 with heels. And let's go with that jig again. That was so sweet.
Hello, day 123. I'm going to try a jig. And try a jig in.
There we go.
Try a jig in.
So right foot, stepping for 8.
Little romantic. 1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6 on heels. 'This for another day, but we're gonna keep on going. So now let's do up on our toes, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 touch, 2 touch with our 3 toes. 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are just 2 combos of many things we can do, obviously. So if you're struggling to get those touches, don't worry, just stick with the leaps. And imagine the touches, right? That's kind of the first way to get it. So we're moving, this is kind of a fast exercise. So just get into those leaps, if nothing else, and listen to the rhythm of the touches. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, touch. 8 again. 5, 6, 7, 8. And now for 4. for 2. 1, 2. And now for 1. And other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And more. Now for 2. Now for 1. Ooh, all right, okay, good. So let's move into the technique section, and let's just work a little bit more with that last bit of that exercise. Down, up, tip, down. A really nice kind of swinging move. And we're gonna add that to our choreography today. Remember our Highland choreography? So we'll go, let's see. So we're gonna do both ways. So we've got flat foot with our heels. So we're stepping down on our right, knee bent, up, touch with your heel. Down, up, touch. Down, up, touch. And you'll notice I'm not doing that. Down, up, lifting just enough to put it down. And also, let's not lift this leg up too high. The closer we keep everything to the ground, the more succinct we'll get to be. So, and I'd like to point out the exercise we were doing earlier with rolling through our toe comes into play here a lot actually when we're staying flat-footed. It makes it a lot easier to move gracefully if we're working with our feet kind of in this rolling way. So something to aspire to, even if you don't have it. Down, step, and if I were to slow it down, my foot would be doing that. Down, roll, heel, down, roll, heel. So your toe is staying on the ground till the very end. And then that also is related to this knee being kind of an impetus for the movement. Sometimes we get into these kind of movements, which can be helpful sometimes, but in this kind of an instant, we're wanting this kind of like out in front of us, knee up and down move. So down, up, heel, down, up, heel, down, up, heel, step, and left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, step, right, left, right, switch, down, switch. So let's do now on the toes. So we're gonna do down, touch. So we're gonna touch with our toes. Down, touch, up, down. We're still going all the way down though here. Down, touch, step, down, touch, step, down, touch. So again, yesterday we talked about that touch being like a little, in ballet they call it pique, a little pick. By the way, all of these dance forms are actually related to each other. Early ballet is related to old style Irish dance, which is related to, and they're the Scottish and the Appalachian and all that stuff is related to, if you go far back enough, the dancing masters. All right, so down, down. Okay, hang on. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Down, toe up, down, toe up, down. Nope, that's different, isn't it? Sorry, down. That's it. Okay, you got two techniques there. So we're gonna go right, step, touch with our right. Right, step, touch, right. Step, touch, right. Step, touch. But let's go up on our toes then. So I know I said flat foot. Well, let's keep our heels off the ground here. So can we do 4 up on our toes? 3, 4, and down. big shift to make. That's hard for me. So if we're up on our toes, then we're gonna have to go totally onto our heels. So we're gonna go down, 2, 3, 4, heel, 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 up, dee da dee, dee da da, dee da da, dee da down, down, up, up, dee da da, dee da down, down, heel, 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 up. I find that transition really challenging, and it's a valuable thing to be able to do. You might choose to always dance down or always dance up, or be able to go back and forth. But different dancers dance differently, so some dancers are going to be up, and it's valuable to be able to then translate that to being down if that's your style, or vice versa. So it's a good skill to have. Okay, so let's add that to our choreography. Let's see. In my moment of freaking out earlier, trying to get all of this going and failing, I failed to get the Highland from my phone onto this phone. My phone is recording this so that I can have a better sound quality while I'm getting all of the kinks worked out. So we have whatever music we have here. Let's see if there are any Highlands that we can use on YouTube. Highland fiddle. And hopefully we find one that's not copyrighted so YouTube doesn't take it down. You know what? I think Oisin Colley would not mind if we used a Highland that he plays. This. All right, so remember our step before was da dee da, dee da da, dee da da, dee da da. So we're step, heel, heel, step, heel, heel, step, heel, heel, step, heel, heel. So we started out with stepping 1, 2, 3, 4, dee da da, dee da da, dee da da, dee da da. And then we went 1, 2, 3, 4, dee da da, dee da da, dee da da, step. So we've got weight change, and that heel is a scuff. So let's try that. The beauty of tradition, when you have people who are really steeped in it, is you can trust, never having heard the Highland before, as long as it's not too fast, that you can dance to it. Fingers crossed. Perfect. So we'll go. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Dee da dee da dee da dee da. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dee da dee da dee da. Step 1. Same thing. Again. And I'll tell you what, when I was interviewing Marie Newini for the podcast that's going to be coming out soon, she was talking about how Highlands are dance tunes, and you have to play it so that it can be danced to. Otherwise, it's not a proper Highland, which I thought was a really interesting perspective. So if we're listening to a musician who knows what they're doing, hypothetically, we will always be able to dance to it when they're playing Highland because it's a dance tune, and that's what it's meant for. And if you're playing it not dancey, then you're doing something fancy, maybe that's good too. But anyways, okay, so we're going to add on some dee da da to the end of this. But first I want to work with this technique a little, or the first bit a little bit. And we're going to go for another 5 or 6 minutes, I think, just FYI for your time management. So we're going to go, in our steps, remember we talked about our full body being used. So feel your whole body, and you even get that knee bend, and if you want to, you can even put your heel down for an extra. So, oh wait, hang on, no, yeah, get an extra beat in there. Step, heel, heel, step, lift, step, down, up, down. But don't go all the way up, down, up a little bit, up and down and up and. So now let's try, you can choose to either just move your body more or getting that extra heel lift. 5, 6, here we go. Yes. And again, if any of this is too hard, just pull it back and do what you can. Okay, now we're going to add another heel lift in our, or not a heel lift, but a toe back. So we're going to go step, heel, heel, step, brush, heel, step, brush, heel. And on our way back down, our toe's going to hit the ground. And we're going to get a da-da. So dee-da-da-da, dee-da-da-da, dee-da-da-da. Yeah? Dee-da-da-da, 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 dee-da-da-da. 2, 3, 4, and this is something that if you miss that toe back, it's not a big deal. We don't always want to fill our beats up with so much, so it's nice to have a pause sometimes. Rodney Sutton, who does the flat footing class on Thursdays, he has a Zoom link. If you're on the mailing list, you'll get links to it from me. He's a master flat footer, kind of a legendary flat footer, and he has a really nice warm-up that he does for flat footing that will help us here. Practicing getting just the heels, just the toes, except opposite of what I was just saying, and then putting them together in different ways. And we're doing the exact same move, except using our body differently here. So there are ways to practice it. So let's do the whole thing, and you can choose to just do steps and just the brushes with the pause, or you can choose to do bop, beep, 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 bop, beep, 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 da, 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 okay? 5, 6, here we go. Okay, now for the sake of the choreography, we're going to do the easier one first because it's nicer to create more space to hear the music. So 1, 2, 3, 4, dee-da-da, 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 dee-da-da. 1, 2, 3, 4, dee-da-da, dee-da-da, dee-da-da. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and dee-da-da, 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 dee-da-da. 1, 2, 3, 4, dee-da-da, dee-da-da, dee-da-da. When we're creating the space in the music, use that as an opportunity to really hear the musical flow. 5, 6, so 2 times through the pattern. Once it starts, here we go. 3, 4. Adding things if you want to. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to just point out when I'm doing that step heel, there are 2 ways that I might do it. You could go toe, heel, but I don't want to do that here. I want to go step, lift, and really go fully into your full foot. Okay. Ooh. So we were doing, let's just leave it at this, knowing that this move is going to follow tomorrow. We're going to add this under our choreography. If you're on Instagram, follow the Step Collective. I'm doing a step a day where it's just like a quick 2-minute video. So if you don't want to do a full class every day, I do a step a day that's kind of related to what we're doing here. I think I related it yesterday, but I'm going to try to do that more. So I'm going to leave it at that, everybody. Thank you so much. And stay tuned on Facebook or Instagram or the mailing list for tomorrow and to get a thumbs up on the original link or if there's a new link coming. All right, I'm going to end the stream and have a great day, everybody.